Hi everybody, Sally from Sallystampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you what I think would make a perfect little stocking gift. I just think that things like these are just lovely, and people would just receive this little box and think, oh, that's so cute, and then tucked inside is just a little chocolate bar. Really simple and easy to make. Don't need a lot of supplies. I don't know why there's a big engine revving outside, I do apologise. But yeah, really cute, really lovely. Misty Moonlight, I love Misty Moonlight, and I love this tidings and trimmings. Well, I love everything, so I shouldn't really compare. But yeah, dead simple. I picked these up in a supermarket. As you can see, there's 10 in a pack. I think they were a couple of pounds. Unfortunately, I got a bit excited last night when I was watching TV and I thought I'm going to have one of those, and I couldn't open the box. So simple. So I just ripped it open. That's how desperate I was for chocolate. Anyway, let's make this cute little box because it is so tiny and so cute. Okay, so piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 2.5. That's 14.5 by 6.5 centimetres, and we're going to score all three sides at 3/4 of an inch or 2 centimetres. Oh my goodness, sorry, there's another car outside. Another car. I actually live in a cul-de-sac, would you believe, as well, so there's not even much passing traffic, but clearly my girls think that there's still too much going on. It's okay, Daisy. Good girl. Okay, so we know how we make these boxes these days. We've all seen so many tutorials and stuff, but yeah, I love these. I think they're so pretty. So yes, and you probably could extend the length of this and use it as a pen box. So if you bought someone a pen or some pencils or something for Christmas or a birthday, this would be ideal. Excuse me. I have actually bought some pens for my son, daughter and my husband. Unfortunately, I can't bring them onto camera because they do have rather a rude comment on them, so I'm not going to bring them onto camera, but I will be making a box for them, so I will possibly bring that to you to show you, but we shall see. I certainly won't be bringing the pens on camera, but all of my family use pens quite a lot, so yes, although I don't think my daughter will be able to take hers out with her to her workplace either. Okay, so little box made up. Slide my little Twix inside. You might need to manipulate the wrapper slightly because they are a bit annoying. But yeah, so there's my little Twix sat nicely in his little box. So I just need to make the lid. So I've got some of the beautiful tidings and trimmings. It's actually Tidings of Christmas DSP. I think that would be okay. A little bit of white. 5 by 2, 13.5 by 5.5, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch or 1.5 centimetres. Now I am using a shim, but do you know what? I've got a feeling I didn't use a shim for that one. I don't know why, but I just didn't. So, okay. So again, we're going to make this up exactly the same way. As I say, these are, oh crumbs, can't see the lines. Lines on lines. It's never a good mix, is it? So yeah, Twixes and little boxes. As I say, I think if you have a you know, a small relative that would appreciate one of these, or maybe you have, I know that a lot of my viewers have church groups and things like that they go to. These would be great for little gifts for them. Okay, so pop this onto here, make my little lid up. Oops, got it caught on the tab the other end there. Oh crumbs, come on, in you go, in you go. There we go. Right. Well, that didn't sit very straight, did it? There we go, that's better. Thank you very much. Do as you're told, Mr. DSP. Right, and that is it. That is your little box. So all you need to do is decorate it. So I have some beautiful basic white. Now I have used the, do you know, I can't remember the names of these punches. Pick a punch banner, maybe? Something like that. Pick a label. Like, I honestly can't remember, and I feel dreadful for it. But anyway, so I'm going to go with a 3/4 of an inch strip of our cardstock. Some beautiful basic white. Crumbs. I am then going to stamp it in some cherry cobbler. So I need my tidings and trimmings. And yes, just the little Season's Greetings, which I think is the same size as the penguin place. I'm going to have a look because I actually have that here now. Oh no, that one's slightly bigger. But if anybody had asked, I would have said that. I nearly got that all over my jumper then. Ink on my hand. Right, so stamp this about there, I think. Clean, put that away. I don't know, actually I didn't use 3/4, did I? I think it was half, but anyway, I'm using this in the end here, but you can I'm gonna go again because trapped my finger. Is it too wide? No. Okay, so I'm going to trim it about there. That's where that's going. Right, I'm going to stick this on my box. I say you can do the banner punch type thing on your own. You don't need to have the punch. I just did it because it's quicker and easier. Right, we now need to do some die cutting. So, in with my mini, in with my plates. Now, I have adhesive all over one side, it's this top side. So, I have a tiny scrap of Evening Evergreen, a tiny scrap of Soft Succulent. I have some cherry cobbler that I need to trim that off actually because that will stick again. That has the adhesive sheet on the back. And you will see why, but I'm going to pop that on there. Well, you can probably see why because I used it for the other box. So I have the Christmas trimmings dies. So this little beauty here is the one that cuts those berries. And then there are 2 lots of holly leaves, thankfully. So I'm going to throw all this through with one roll of the dice, as it were. Right, so let's have this out of the way. Okay, so that one's come off, that's okay. And we'll have that one. And we'll come back to that one. So I'm going to take those away. So these are my gorgeous holly leaves. Oh, look at that. Okay, leave that as it is for the moment. Right, back to my glue dots again. So I've gone with my Evening Evergreen first, and then I'll put my Soft Succulent over the top. It just sort of helps them stand out a little, really. These Twixes are now looking at me saying, eat me, eat me. Oh, don't worry, I shall. So, I've literally just put these on as you would any sort of holly leaf, but I've kind of overlapped slightly just between the light and the dark. It's probably more so that the light will stand out slightly. And then these little beauties, so I'm going to take that die off, and as you can probably see now, these little monsters are the smallest holly berries I've probably ever die cut. However, I think they're great, but the reason that you now see is that, let me zoom in, this is why I added adhesive backing, because these are so tiny. So I've got my take your pick, and I'm literally just going to take the back off. It's the right way that I want it. Stick it on. So you literally just pick it up. I mean, can you imagine trying to put a drop of glue on there and then trying to adhere it to whatever you're doing? I just think it's not going to happen. So adhesive backed sheets just worked like a charm. And I did use all of them because, well, because I could. And because I think, well, I've used my adhesive sheets, I've die cut them all. I sort of put one random one as well, just on the bottom of my box. So these are my last two here. I mean, it's kind of tradition, isn't it, just to have three? I don't know why. I'm going to add all of them, so I have 6. It is a little bit fiddly, but I think it's worth it. I'm going to tuck that one under there. There we go. Right, let me zoom back out before I forget. There we go. And there they are. Those are my little mini Twix Favours. Hope you like them, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon.